so students, after the introduction of sound is going to produce due to the vibration. Then we learn that how the sound is going to produce in human. Now we are going to see the next article that sound needs a medium. Whether sound can travel all the states of matter, that is the solid, liquid, and gases. So yes, obviously sound can travel through the solid, through the liquid and gases. Although their speed is going to vary. Speed in solid is very high as compared to liquid, as compared to gases. So the speed is going to vary, but sound needs a medium for the propagations. So by default, air is the medium through which sound is going to travel. Okay, so only one option is that vacuum, the vacuum in which sound does not going to pass, sound does not travel through the vacuum. So for that, sound pass through the solid, sound pass through the liquid and gases. We have various activity as shown in our notebook. Let's see the sound pass through the sound. First let's see the solid. So for that there are so many activities has given. You can go for that. Let's see this activity. A toy telephone. Just take a plastic cup and attach one thread over there and try to speak something, and your other friend can hear your sound. So that shows the sound can travel through the solid. Even what you can speak something within a closed room and through the wall, and other person should have some he knows something is going to talking something that आपण म्हणतो की भिंतीला कान असतात, चौकास बोल. वी आर युजिंग दॅट वर्ड, बट समथिंग वी कॅन हिअर थ्रू दॅट वॉल ऑल्सो. इट मीन्स वॉट? इट इंडिकेट्स दॅट साऊंड कॅन ट्रॅव्हल थ्रू दॅट सॉलिड. काही केसमध्ये मात्र आपण म्हणतो की आवाज बाहेर येत नाही. मग साऊंड प्रूफ रूम असेल किंवा साऊंड प्रूफ काच असेल की ज्या केसमध्ये साऊंड त्याच्यामधून बाहेर येत नाही. मग त्यासाठी ते मटेरियल वी नीड टू मेक अ सच टाईप ऑफ मटेरियल. In that case, sound does not travel that particular room or area. So there are so many things, activities has done shown that sound is travel through that solid. Okay, so you can try that activity at home. Even see that one more activity here shown that the sound can travel through the solid. One can attach his ear to the one end of that table and other one is striking, so that the sound is going to travel through the solid. So that indicates. Even next one is sound travel through the liquid. Yes, sound also travel through the liquid. So for that they have shown one activity over here. They have taken one bell simply, and just they are ringing under that bell, and we are going to hear at the end of that water. And now what the difference we can see that when the bell is going to ring on the air, and the same bell is going to ring in that liquid, we heard a less sound as compared to this air. So it indicates what? We can hear in the liquid also, but the speed of liquid is slow as compared to the solid. Okay, even sound can also travel through the gases. That is by default air is the medium as sound is going to travel. Okay, now what indicates that sound does not travel through the vacuum? So where there is a vacuum, space is there. Vacuum in the sense there is no air. See, especially in terms of astronauts, they are wearing the special kinds of helmets. They have a special kind of a microphones they have attached, through which they can communicate in that satellite whenever they are in their spaceship. Getting? Because what there is no any air. So that is why there are so many natural phenomena is going to occur at sun, but we does not hear anything, because what there is a large distance, but still there is a large of vacuum is present in between earth and sun. So we cannot hear any sound which is occur at the sun, because what there is a lot more vacuum is there. The speed of light we can get it, but the sound does not be getting, because we got the light from the sun, but we does not get whatever happening at the sun, because there is a lot of vacuum is going to between earth and sun. So that is the thing that we can indicates that even you can take simple the sound does not travel through the vacuum. For that you can go for simple activity, take a mobile phone and see here they have mentioned one mobile and take a glass, put in that glass and try to just tune that, and you can close your hand on that glass. You does not get hear that sound after some time, because what we have closed that glass, so there is no any air in that glass, so we cannot hear any ring which is occur at the mobile. So the simple activity, this simple article states that sound needs a medium. By default air is the medium through which sound can travel. Through the vacuum sound does not travel. For passing the sound, sound can pass in all states, solid, liquid, gases, but only thing is that the speed is going to vary. In terms of solid, speed is very high as compared to liquid, as compared to gases. So that's it about all things has mentioned sound needs in medium. Okay, the next article is about how our ear is going to working. Okay, in the previous we learned how the vibrations occur in human voice box, through which vibration sound is going to produce. Now still we can learn how the ears working. See, in the class 9th and class 8 both having topping the sound same, both having, so most of the articles are same, so that's why same concepts are there. We are going to learn in class 8. They have not elaborated the ears working in detail, but still I can send a video which is related to that, how the sound is going to, how our ear is going to working, because vibrations are going to produce simply, and how in our ear we have an eardrum. Just in short I can mention here, in our ear we have an eardrum. Whenever the sound air passes through that eardrum is going to vibrate, and as we know that whenever there is vibration sound is going to produce simply. See, just take one simple example, that as a magnet in which whenever a speaker of sound, whenever you can put something on that and whenever sound is going to start, the particles are getting vibrate. So similar that the working of eardrum. Okay, so now next article is about, as we have mentioned that sound is having one type of a wave, as it is in longitudinal wave. Okay, so how this wave is going to travel? So just simply I am going to mention here some concepts about longitudinal waves, that if I draw this graph how sound wave is travel. So I am going to show here these waves travel like the straight, it is a longitudinal wave. In terms of physics it is called as a compression, it is called as a compression, like say that it is close, it is a compression and it is a rarefaction. Again compression, rarefaction. Now what do you mean that whenever sound is going to travel, they travel in the form of compression, rarefaction, compression, rarefaction. Now what do you mean by compression and rarefaction? So simply compression, it means what? Whenever whenever we go toward the Dolby, what we can feel that our heart is beating. ज्यावेळी खूप मोठा डॉल्बी साऊंड असतो, आपण ज्यावेळी डॉल्बीच्या जवळ जातो, वी फील दॅट आपला हार्ट बीट्स वाढते, समथिंग इज गोइंग टू अप्लाय ऑन आवर हार्ट बीटिंग इज देअर. So in that case, whenever we go too close to the source of sound, the air molecules, the sound waves particles are very close to each other. So there is a high density of that air molecules. So that area is known as a compression. And whenever they go from away from that, these molecules are get away. So low density, that area is known as a rarefaction. So sound is always travel in the form of compression, rarefaction, compression, rarefaction. जसं बघा तुम्ही रेल्वे प्लॅटफॉर्म उभं बसल्यानंतर ज्यावेळी लांबून एकदम रेल्वे येत असते, वी गेट दॅट विसल, ठीक आहे. पण ती ज्यावेळी रेल्वे एकदम तुमच्या खूप जवळ येते, तो आवाज खूप मोठा आपल्याला वाटतो, पण जशी ती आपल्यापासून लांब लांब जाते तसं तो आपल्याला आवाज कमी कमी होतो असा वाटतो. ॲक्च्युली तो साऊंड जो आहे त्याची इंटेन्सिटी तेच राहते, तो कमी करत नाही, व्हॉल्यूम सेम राहतो. बट इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द डिस्टन्स बिटवीन सोर्स अँड लिस्नर. त्या केसमध्ये रेल्वे जशी जवळ येत जाईल तुमच्या लिस्नर जो ऐकणार आहे, त्या केसमध्ये साऊंडचे जे काही पार्टिकल्स आहेत ते एकमेकाच्या खूप क्लोज येतात, त्याला कॉम्प्रेशन म्हणतो आपण. आणि जेव्हा ते एकमेकापासून थोडेसे लांब जातात तर ते रेअरफॅक्शन. म्हणजे आपण सोर्स ऑफ साऊंडच्या जसं जवळ जाऊ तसं कॉम्प्रेशन, आणि जसं लांब जाऊ तसं रेअरफॅक्शन. या केसमध्ये हे साऊंड वेव्ह, म्हणजे हे साऊंड वेव्हचं जे नेचर आहे, लॉन्जिट्युडिनल वेव्ह, ठीक आहे, त्याचं नेचर हे आहे. म्हणजे साऊंड इज गोइंग टू ट्रॅव्हल इन द फॉर्म ऑफ इन दिस वे. ओके, सो इन द नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल we are going to learn the different kinds of things, the different kinds of concept which is related to that longitudinal wave. As if I draw the graph of this, see that graph मी जर त्या ड्रॉ केला तर त्या ग्राफमध्ये म्हणजे हे कॉम्प्रेशन आणि रेअरफॅक्शन, इफ आय शो थ्रू द ग्राफिकली, the compression means what? High. So I indicates this high part, and the rarefaction indicates low part, like that. Okay, so that the graph like comes here. This 0, this one high, this -1. I can say that simply. This high part I can say that compression. This low part I can say that rarefaction. Compression, rarefaction. Okay, we are going to stop here. I related some article with this. We can continue for the next video. Okay.